One more time, welcome back. This video, I want to talk to you about the coming of the Mahdi that we talk in this channel. But this video is more about one particular place. Before, in the past videos, we have mentioned how places are very, very important. In Islam, there are few places that you cannot ignore, but to look at in order for you to derive understanding, in order for you to get ready, and in order to make sure that we are in touch with the reality. So these are places that talks about real stuff. These are places where things are happening. So this is why you need to focus on these particular places. So for example, we have seen people were focused on what was happening in Baitul al-Maqdis in Jerusalem with Masjid al-Aqsa in Ramadan every year. The whole world, especially the Muslims, they focus on this particular place because the events, the incidents that take place in this particular masjid, it has a lot of consequences. It has a lot of other significance in addition to just what we see on the TV. So this is why it is so important for all of us to really keep in touch with these places. So what is that one particular place that I want to talk to you about? This is a place that was mentioned in Hadith, and this place was related. It was connected and linked directly with the coming of the Mahdi end of time. And this place is none other than the Medina itself. If you are someone who is studying the tafsir, who is studying the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will know how important this place was. The orders, the prophecies, hadith, the Quran, everything that you can think of about Islam, a lot of it came from this place called Medina. Even the Yahudi, they lived there. They went there because their prophecies, their Bible, their books, they talk about this particular place. Right now, if you take a look at Medina and Baitul Maqdis, you see completely two different pictures. Okay, for Medina right now, it is very, very quiet. You can say almost nothing is happening, absolutely zero. This place is not playing any role in the recent developments in the life of the Ummah. This place is only a place for worship. The Muslims go there, they do the mazar, no, not the mazar, they go to the Rawda, they do go and, they instill the love of Rasulullah in them, and that's it. They come back, they pray there, and they pray Masjid al-Nawawi, and they come back. The other place in history that we have seen has a lot of significance is Baitul Maqdis. You see, Medina is very, very quiet. On the other hand, Baitul Maqdis is boiling. Almost every single day there is something happening. Whenever we talk about, or whenever we hear about Baitul Maqdis, especially Jerusalem, Al-Quds, Masjid Al-Quds, we see there are a lot of commotion going on. A lot of people are fighting. Obviously, the oppressive regime of the Zionists, they are attacking the Muslims even when they are praying. So one hand you have Medina not playing any role whatsoever. On the other hand, you have Baitul Maqdis is almost very, very chaotic. So the point here is that even though these are two holy places for the Muslims, but nevertheless we see that the situation of these two places are very, very different. And this is why we need to talk about this. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he prophesied, and this is a Hasan hadith narrated in Abi Dawud, I believe. Muad ibn Jabal, he narrated this hadith, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he basically referred Baitul Maqdis as Umran. Means the Baitul Maqdis, the place Jerusalem, it will flourish. Okay, Umran. In Arabic, it means Umran. In English, it means a place that is flourishing, a place that is a focal point, a place that has become so important for, not for Muslims necessarily, but for non-Muslims too, that this place is being focused and being highlighted on every news channel, on every news outlet on a regular basis. So this is how Umran takes place, okay, the prophecy. Then he said, Umranu Baitul Maqdis Kharabu Yatrib. So the place Baitul Maqdis is flourishing, or the chaotic scenes that we see, it has direct relationship with Yathrib, means Medina. Okay, the Rasul said Yathrib Kharabu Yathrib, he referred to Medina. And what is Kharabu Yathrib basically means? Kharab basically means this will be a place that will become kharab, that will become corrupt. Okay, corrupt, and this is a place that will become a place where people will really not take seriously anymore, a place that will play no role at all in the life of the Ummah of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In other words, it will go downhill, okay, it will go downward. And at the same time, when we see Baitul Maqdis, Jerusalem, it is doing exactly the opposite. So Rasulullah he said that this is what is going to happen. وَخَرَبُ يَتْرِبُ. And then he said, now this is where we talk about the malhama. وَخَرَبُ يَتْرِبُ خُرُوجُ مَلْحَمَةٍ. Rasulullah said that when you see this situation, subhanallah, even though Medina right now, it is not to the point where it is completely kharab, completely corrupted, but we are still getting there. Like we still, the ummah and the time will be, the time will take us there slowly. Okay, we are still not there. Medina still has a lot of virtues. Medina still is a very rich place. Medina is a place where a lot of ulama, modern day ulama, scholars, they're coming out from. So Kharabu Yatrib, when Rasulullah Kharab, the place Medina will become Kharab, it is still not there. Okay, it is Kharab right now in the sense that this place is not playing any role to the improvement, to the betterment of the Muslims. And this is why a lot of people, they don't like Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is doing nothing for the Ummah. But that's a different topic. Then he said, when you see that Baitul Maqdis, Al-Quds, Jerusalem, they are Umran, and you see Kharab is becoming, Medina is becoming Kharab, then he said, Khuruju Malhama. That's when Malhama will take place. And subhanAllah, these are all happening almost simultaneously. Okay, if you see Malhama, if I would have asked you, let's say 2-3 months ago, do you believe that there will be a nuclear war, WW3? You would be telling me, you brother, you're going crazy. You are reading into things too much, right? That's what you will tell me. You'll call me. But if I ask you the same question right now, and I ask you, do you believe there will be a WW3 coming? And I think a lot of you will agree that yes, indeed, a WW3 is coming. Now that WW3 is a malhama, but it is not Islamic malhama. It is a malhama that we will see a clash between civilizations, clash between different countries. So in that case, it is a malhama, but it is not the Mahdi malhama yet. So Rasulullah said, when you see Baitul Maqdis and Medina is becoming the situation they will become, then it will be the time when you will see that the malhama will appear. A lot of fitna, a lot of fasad, a lot of fighting, a lot of bloodshed will take place. And with the current events, especially the relationship right now between Russia, Finland, Sweden, NATO, US, right now it is at a boiling point. China so far is very, very quiet. China is not taking any part in it, but subhanallah, so slowly but surely China is also going to get involved, because it is becoming a global phenomenon, and China is just waiting to see how these sanctions on Russia will work. If it is not going to be crippling Russian economy, if it is not going to destroy Russia, annihilate Russia, then I'm pretty confident that China is observing the whole situation, and they are also getting ready to proclaim or to come out in public supporting Russia openly. So it is, to me, just a matter of time. So the hadith goes on to say, وَخُرُوجُ الْمَلْحَمَةِ فَتْحُ الْقُسْطَنْطِنِيَّةِ. So once this malhama will take place, right, between, when Muslims will eventually get involved and the Western countries will fight each other, when you will see a lot of malhama taking place, that is the time when Constantiniyati means Istanbul will be opened. Now Istanbul, right now it is open, and I said in my video, dear brothers and sisters, that Russia or the Western power may, very likely, if we follow the hadith, because the hadith says that malhama will take place, and after that will the Fathul Constantiniyati will take place. So malhama and the Fatah, the opening of Istanbul, is very, very close. Okay, was mentioned in the same hadith. And right now, as I said in my other videos, that the situation will be such that the Western powers, NATO, or it could be even Russia, will try to invade Turkey. Okay, to me, it looks like Russia will be the one to invade first, but then again, other countries will invade. Why? Because Turkey is so important for everyone. It has the Bosphorus Sea. It has the key to the Strait of the sea, where the warships can pass by. So if Turkey is blocking that sea, no country can transport their warships through that channel. Once Turkey is fallen, then every country will be able to sail their warships through these straits, and the Bosphorus Sea, and they will be able to dominate each other. So if Russia is able to have control over this part of the sea, then Russia will have dominance over the European countries and US. On the other hand, if US has control over this part of the sea, they will have dominance over Russia. So they will see that Turkey is an obstacle. They need to remove it. They need to knock Turkey out of it and take full control, and so that they can have dominance in the matter of war. So my understanding and what I can see from the hadith is that a war or an invasion of Turkey is on the table. Okay, it is on the table. But how it will happen, we do not know. Right now, Putin has a very good relationship with Erdogan, which is good. But NATO members, a lot of them, they are not happy with Turkey, with Erdogan. Things can change. It can be exactly the opposite. Russia might go unhappy. They might become very upset with Turkey, and the NATO might become very happy with Turkey. We do not know. But right now, Russia is obviously favoring Turkey. Then Rasulullah SAW, he said in the same hadith, وَخُرُوجُ الْمَلْحَمَةِ فَتْحُ الْقُسْطَنْطِنِيَّةِ وَفَتْحُ الْقُسْطَنْطِنِيَّةِ خُرُوجُ Dajjal. So we know the hadith that once that happens, once Turkey is invaded, once people from the Western countries, Russia or the NATO, whoever it is, once they go into Istanbul, they conquer this city, then the Mahdi will appear, as we talk about. The Mahdi will come. He will liberate the city of Istanbul, as I said before from the hadith, 70,000 children of Bani Ishaq. And then he said, once that happens, then Khuruju Dajjal, the Antichrist, will appear. So how far are we from that? If you rewind everything that I said and you go to from the very beginning of my statement, where I said Umranu Baitul Maqdis Kharabu Yathrib, right? Start with Baitul Maqdis, start with Jerusalem, start with Al-Quds, and then slowly you move forward. You see at other things, what is happening in Medina. Then you see what is happening between the Western powers. Malhama is coming, and then you see Turkey is falling, and then you see Dajjal is coming. So subhanallah, This is the fitan. This is the time of great fitan. Uh, right now, I mean, as I said in my past videos, that the WW3 will not take place because Russia has nuclear weapon, or that Finland, Sweden joining NATO. It is not going to be that reason. The main reason for the WW3, World War III, to take place is because every country will face existential threat. Right now, you go any country in the world, inflation rates are very high, means there is really no supply of commodities. There is not enough food, there is not enough water, there is not enough this, that. The price, the gas price, they are going through the roof. So this is the perfect, this is the storm that is brewing right now. And subhanallah, we need to be aware of this hadith so that we understand where we're heading and make dua so that we can inshallah survive, our iman can survive. Because in this fitna, okay, in this turmoil, it is very easy for us to lose our iman. If I do not have food on the table, next thing I do is something bad, dishonest. I lose my iman. When I'll not be able to find a job, when I'll be seeing a lot of war taking place, my mind will be like, I'll be scared all the time. فَلَا تَخْشَوْهُمْ وَخْشَوْنِي. Allah said, do not fear them, fear me. Right? Fear them means the shaitan. So shaitan will come and give us waswasa and try to deviate us because of the tremendous fitan that we'll be living through. And so it is easy for us to lose track and lose our iman. Very easy, wallahi. It's like our iman, right? Rasul said that a time will come when a mu'min, he'll go out in the morning and he will come back in the evening as kafir. So our iman, the price of our iman will be like less than, per liter of water. You drink water, our iman will be even cheaper than that. This is the prophecy. So we need to, subhanallah, stick and adhere to the Quran and Sunnah so that we do not lose our iman. This is really the main point. We don't really care about Dajjal or anything as long as we are Muslim and as long as we are dying as a Muslim. That's really what matters. All the malhama and everything that we talk about, they are there. But at the end of the day, it's really our iman. Masi football channel, from Major Science, which one is going? I hope I mentioned that. If you have any comments, inshallah, I will be traveling in the next few days. I think I'll be traveling this Sunday, and but I'll be going live, inshallah, and make more commentary videos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.